Welcome everybody. Here's the second video in the series of tutorial videos on Tidepool. What you're looking at right now is called an item. Items have names, so you can see this one is called StockyCat.2. The number in parentheses is the item's cost in crystals, which are the coin of the realm. So you can see this one over here is Spot.13. These are default names that are given when you cast items. Casting is the act of creating an item from crystals. So you can see here the lexicon shows the words that I've learned, including spot. So if I right click on spot and then click, that casts that item. And it takes it from my reserve of crystals. So every time I do that, I lose a crystal because these cost 1. If I right click on an item, it brings up the action bar. So I can do a lot of things here, including move them. I can just kind of move this thing around. I can cast to create a copy. I can melt it. A quick way to melt is just to double click so you can run around melting things. I can open up a property box for the item and do lots of things, such as change its scale, so I change it to 4. I can also change its transparency. Right now it's at 100, I'll put it at 50. So now it's kind of a ghost cat. So these are things you can do with items. To make your own items, you sketch them. Here, this is kind of freaking me out. I gotta melt it. To sketch an item, click the canvas button up here, and it opens up the canvas. And then you can draw whatever you like. I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe, how about some kind of an elephant? I'll pause while I draw. Okay, here's a first crack at it. So I used the brush tool to do this, and I changed colors by clicking down here. I can change the brush size here. I use the eraser to erase, and this follows the brush size as well. I can undo multiple times or redo. This clears. And I can fill in, providing I don't have any gaps like that. Here, I should fill in this little gap here. And now I'm going to use a slightly less gray variation. If you right click on a color, you can pick from a whole bunch of colors. So I'm going to try that. And now click the paint bucket. Ooh, it got through, so I can undo. Where did it sneak out? Oh, right up here. Okay. So I'm going to pick that other color. Here, I'll just do a little quick one. And then choose that one, paint bucket. There we go. Now things will be transparent if you don't fill them in, so I'm going to do white. Fill those in even though it doesn't look like it. And there we have it. I'm going to click keep and give it a name, elephant. And I've created a new item. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. This is an elephant after all. Oh, that's a little too big. How about 4? And let's look and see if it looks like it should. Yeah, that's pretty good. I should change this a little bit. You right click, hit paint, it brings it up in the canvas again. And I'm going to fill in, I lost my colors, right here. Oop, I don't like that at all. I need the lighter one. It's the tip. Okay, I gotta go back up to 4. Looks pretty good. So now that I've created elephant, I can also make as many copies as I want. And even better, I can animate. So if I open it up again, I can create frames by using the plus button here. So let's try just to make his tag whale. His tag whale, I mean his, you know what I meant. All right, so let's get a big one, and I'm going to use this and a smaller. You can use the eyedropper to pull a color you've used before, which is really helpful. Oops, that's not good. This really doesn't look that great. There we go. All right, and they'll do one more frame. Erase it, bigger. And choose this. That's a little bit much, but whatever. Eyedropper, fill. And you can preview it by clicking play here. Yeah, that last one is just too much. I can't do that. You can go to the last one, boom, like that, quick. Let's erase that. Start over. And go down here. Just see what it looks like. It's close enough. Go to the last one. And dropper, boom. Click keep. All right, well, now that I have an animation, it's not doing it yet, and that's because I have to right click on it. So first you hit touch, and this is a mode where the animation only happens when the cursor is over it. And then you can do play, where it's just constant. If you do it one more time, oops, it pauses it completely. So that's how you make your own items. You can also change their properties if you double click the word in the lexicon. And this is where you can change the cost. So for example, I could say that this elephant costs 30 crystals and also has a default scale of 4. So now you can see that it costs 30 crystals. And when I cast it, look at my 48 crystals I have. If I cast it, it goes down. So you notice that it doesn't change existing ones. This elephant is still 1 crystal. Okay, well, that's how you sketch and animate your own items. In the next video, we'll learn how to make backdrops and stories. Thanks for listening.